That was annoying. Hi! So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial. It's kind of really easy. It's mainly focused on the skin, and then we're going to do 3 different lip options in this video. So it's really focused on the skin, just like bright, fresh, dewy, natural, not really natural, we got a lot of shit on this face, but just like bright, fresh, flawless skin with a really simple eye. I added some lashes just because I'm a little extra when I'm on camera. But we're going to do 3 different lip options. They're all really nice lip options for spring. So this, I guess, could be like a bright, fresh, fun spring look, I guess. I don't know. I haven't done this in a long time. Hi, guys. Missed ya. My best friend always yells at me for like repeating myself in these intros, so I'm really trying not to, but yeah. Hi, Raquel, if you're watching. Probably not. So we're going to focus on the skin today. 3 different lip options. It's going to be easy peasy. You can do this every single day. This actually has been my go-to look just every day for work. It's very makeup bag friendly because all of the eyeshadows we're using are actually like bronzers and like their face products. So you can throw less products in your bag, just throw like a few brushes and then your face products, and that's your entire look. I usually do my makeup at my desk at work so I could get a little bit of extra sleep at home, and this has been really easy. I mean, granted, my makeup bag is huge, but that's because I have extra shit that I probably don't even need in there. I promise you guys, this is a super easy look that you can do in like no time. Once you get the hang of it, you're going to be good to go. And then every single day, just to change up the look, you can do a different lip. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you do, and let me know in the comments down below what other makeup looks you want to see so I could get that started for you. Also, any videos, if you want like a review of any particular product as well, let me know in the comments down below. But without any further ado, we're just going to jump into the look. Hey, so we're going to start off with the skin by taking the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer and just applying that with my fingertips just to fill in any pores and smooth out any texture on the skin before we go in with foundation. This is really going to help your foundation last longer and just look a lot better and glide on a lot smoother on top of your skin. So just go ahead and do that. And then once that is on your skin, we're going to go ahead with foundation. Today I'm going to be using the Ultra HD foundation by Makeup Forever. I'm in the shade Y315. It's a pretty perfect match for me at the moment. If you guys are interested in this foundation, I do have a review on it. It has been one of my favorites for a few months now, not a very long time, but a few months now, and I definitely recommend it. So I'm just dotting that all over my skin and then blending it in with a beauty blender as usual. This foundation, I think, is great for springtime because it's not too heavy, but it just looks great on the skin. And as you can see, you can build it up in any trouble areas as I'm doing in this clip. So you just dot any on like top of blemishes that weren't covered anymore, and it's super buildable and blends out really nicely and never looks cakey, and obviously looks great in photography and pictures because it's an HD foundation. And then after that, I'm going to go in with the Ultra HD Concealer, another one of my favorites recently. I'm in the shade Y23, but I kind of go back and forth between shades depending on the day because sometimes I want a brighter look and sometimes I just want like a concealer that's my skin tone. Today I went with like something a little bit brighter, so Y23 was the color I chose, but I'm just going to use that in all of the places I usually conceal and highlight. A little goes a long way with the stuff. It's very pigmented, but it's also very creamy and blendable and never looks cakey, and it just really does a great job. I absolutely recommend this concealer. So I'm going to put that in all the places I usually highlight and conceal, and then blend it out with a damp beauty blender as usual. And as you can see, it just, it's such a good concealer, especially used with the Ultra HD foundation. Them together is bomb. So I definitely recommend that combo. I've just been loving Makeup Forever as a whole lately. So yeah, I'm just blending that out. My concealer takes me forever usually, but after that, I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I'm going to take that on my damp beauty blender, the same one I used for my concealer, and dip it into that powder and then go right on top of the concealer. I've been doing this for the past few months, and it actually works really great. It's kind of baking, but not really because you're not putting too much powder. It just melts the powder into your skin and like right on top of the concealer, and it locks everything into place. So I'm taking that really just under my eyes and then a little bit down my T-zone because I've been pretty oily lately, so I like to set. But if you aren't, then you don't have to do that. And then I also go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Natural. I'm in the shade Medium, and then I'm taking this Makeup Forever Kabuki brush, which is the number 148, I think. I can't even remember, but it is the best Kabuki brush in the world. I absolutely recommend it. Just for putting powder on, you could use it for blush, bronzer. It's just honestly the best freaking Kabuki brush I've ever used. So I recommend it. Once again, I'm super oily recently, so I'm just setting my skin with powder, but if you are not, then you don't have to do that. But after that, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in number 2, just the bronzer side. And I'm going to take this, I can't even remember the name of this brush, but it's like the Sigma large contour brush from their contouring collection, and this has been my favorite contour brush for the past few months as well. I'm just going right in the hollows of my cheeks and contouring slash bronzing. Since this is a kind of a springy, warmer weather look, I just went in with a bronzer and also use it as a contour just because I wanted to warm my skin up as well. So in the hollows of my cheeks, then around my forehead, a little bit around the nose, not really to contour it, but just to add some warmth and kind of tie the whole face in, because I feel like it's weird when you don't put bronzer on your nose and you have bronzer everywhere else. And then also just down the jawline to kind of blend my neck down, just to make everything look nice and balanced. Then for blush, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Stereo Rose, which is a really pretty, like, pinky peach, like, shimmery shade. It is so gorgeous. It's one of my favorite spring and summertime blushes, so I'm just popping that on my cheeks with a large angled contour brush, but you can use any spring blush that you want. And then after that, I'm going to go in with Champagne Pop by Becca, and I'm going to take it with this, I can't even remember the name of this brush. It's like the, I don't know, some highlighting brush from Sigma, and I actually sprayed it with a little bit of the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix and then dipped it into Champagne Pop to kind of foil it, and oh my god, you guys, this is the best highlighter ever. Like, your skin is going to look so dewy, so glowing, but it's still a powder, so it's not going to be like greasy or anything on the skin, so because I have been having like oily skin lately, but this doesn't really, it adds the dew, but without being like slick or greasy when you foil it like that, and it is so intense. If you don't like an intense highlight, do not do that, but we know I love to glow. So I did that. Then back to the eyes, or moving on to the eyes, I'm going to take that bronzer that we used on an E40 brush from Sigma and just blend this into the crease. Like I said in the intro, all of the eyeshadows we're using are actually face products. So I'm going to take this bronzer right through the crease and just add some warmth and a little bit of definition and just buff it to the gods. Make sure it's nice and blended because this eye look is super easy and super subtle. So you're just going to blend it out as much as you can. And then after that, I take that same bronzer shade, but this time on an E25, and we're just going to go a little bit more defined in the crease this time and kind of really define the eye and taper that crease, just to add some more definition. You don't have to do this step if you don't want to. This is going to add a little bit more color to the eye, so if you don't want that, then you don't have to. But I just wanted a little bit more definition in the crease, just to kind of define my eyes a little bit more. So I just took this shade from inner corner to outer corner in the crease, just to make it a little bit more defined. And then I took Champagne Pop. Oh wait, actually no, I took that same bronzer shade on a small shader brush and just kind of lined the lower lash line. I like doing this, keep it really tight to the lash line because it adds definition and like color to the lower lash line, but it isn't like too smoked out or too crazy. Like, it just looks really good. It looks like you put like a really pretty neutral liner under there, and I've been loving it. So I just kind of taper that right very close to the lash line to add some definition and kind of tie the whole eye together. And then I took Champagne Pop this time on an I think this is the E50 brush. It's like the large shader brush or something. And I just put that all over the lid. Champagne Pop is honestly so gorgeous. I could use this, honestly, most days I do use this all over my face, my eyes, my cheeks, my nose, like everywhere. I put it everywhere. But it's so pretty, especially as an eyeshadow, so I'm just putting that all over the lid and then also popping it on the inner corner to add some light to the eye. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of it right under the brow bone to kind of add some light as well, and then also define the brow and just bring a little bit of a pop to it. Like I said, this eye look is super, super simple and easy and basic, but it looks pretty. So after I do that, I'm just going to take a black eyeliner. I'm using this one from Urban Decay, but you can use any black eyeliner. I'm just putting that in my tight line, this isn't really to add any darkness, but it's just to make my lashes look thicker when I put on mascara. It is a great trick to use if you have a problem with that. And then I'm going to curl my lashes with this Tarte Lash Curler, and then go in with one of my favorite mascaras of all time, the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. I didn't have this for a while, and then I
got it again and I was like, holy crap, why have I not had this in my collection? Like, this is probably my favorite mascara of all time. This one and the Too Faced Better Than Sex. But yeah, I'm just going to do a coat of mascara on my lower lash, or my top lashes and my lower lashes. I am going to go in with some false lashes after, but if you're just doing this for an everyday look, you absolutely do not have to. That was really just an extra step because I like to have false lashes on camera. But obviously you can decide whether you want to do that or not. I don't usually do this on an everyday basis. But the lashes I'm using are the Kara Demi Wispies. These are super natural and like flirty and like feathery, and they're just really pretty. If you are going to do a lash for like an everyday look, I would definitely choose a Demi Wispy because they just look really pretty. They're pretty natural. A lot of people when I wear them don't really notice I have false lashes on unless they really look, but they're just really, really pretty. So if you are going to do a lash for this kind of natural look, I do recommend something wispy and kind of not too intense for this kind of look. So I'm just popping those on with some tweezers, and then I'm just going to set my entire face with the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. The setting spray is really nice, and it just kind of melts everything together. It's kind of like the MAC Fix Plus, but I don't know. I don't know which one I like better, but I like them both. So I just sprayed my skin with that to kind of melt everything together, and now we're going to go into our 3 different lip options. So lip option number 1 is a basic nude. This is the one I usually go for on an everyday basis. So I'm going to start off with Jordana's Easy Liner for Lips in the shade Coco Loco, which is a pretty dark brown, but I like it because I like it to blend in with a lighter brown to kind of define my lips, but also look, I don't know, it's not super natural, like it doesn't look like my lips, but I really, really like it. So I line my lips with that on the very outer corner, and then I just kind of smush my lips together to kind of blend it out a little bit. It is a dark brown, but the more you blend it, the more natural it looks. And then I go in with this Beauty For Real Define lip pencil, which is also a nude, but it's a more natural, or a nude that's closer to my lip tone. So I just go ahead and kind of blend the Coco Loco with that in it. We don't use, I don't use a lipstick for this. I just kind of lip line, and then I go in with this lip gloss called Striptease from NARS, and I just top it off. And it's a really easy everyday nude. It's super easy to like maintain and touch up throughout the day, and I've been really, really liking it. This is what I use most days if I'm not doing like a pretty bright lip. So I just go over with that, and that is my everyday nude lip option. I had to give you one because we all love a good nude. And then lip option number 2 is going to be a really pretty hot pink. So we're going to start off with this Pro Longwear lip pencil from MAC in the shade Shockwave. It's a really pretty, like, hot pink. You don't have to do this stuff if you don't like to line your lips, but when I do something like super bright, I usually like to, if it's not a liquid lipsticks I can usually go without a lip liner. But when I use a lipstick like this one, which is the Rouge Pure Couture in number 19 by Yves Saint Laurent, I like to lip line just because it's super slick and glossy, and I like to have a really defined lip line. Don't mind me singing to Kanye in this clip. But yeah, I'm just gonna apply that, and it's a super, super pretty, like hot pink. It's perfect for springtime, and I absolutely love it. And then after that, we're going to move on to lip option number 3, which is a super, super gorgeous, like, hot coral watermelon shade. And that is the Sephora cream lip stain in the shade Watermelon Slice. It is just a super neon, like, hot watermelon corally color. It is so gorgeous, and I don't use a lip liner for this because I can usually control a liquid lipstick enough to kind of, like, get a perfect line. So I'm just applying that. And this is probably my favorite lip option out of all 3 of them, just because it's so bright and in your face. I wouldn't wear it normally every day, but I absolutely love it.
Okay, babes, that's going to be it for this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you give this a thumbs up if you did. Let me know in the comments below which lip option was your favorite and which one you would choose. And then also in the comments down below, let me know, as I said in the intro, let me know other videos that you want to see from me, because I'm going to get started filming again soon, or like ASAP. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Why, oh, why'd you do me wrong? You persecute the weak because it makes you feel so strong. I'm afraid of the night, cause I made Sunday Candy, I'm never going to hell. I met Kanye West, I'm never going to fail. It's looking back like a pillar of salt.